Welcome to Survive to Thrive Daily with Dr. Todd. I am Dr. Todd Wendell, husband, father, chiropractor, entrepreneur, and health architect, here to bring you daily tips and tricks to improve your life and literally help you move from just surviving to thriving. Let's get started. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever it is you are listening to this podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back to another day here in January. But again, evergreen podcast, meaning you can listen to it anytime, anywhere. And the beauty of learning is that it is always there. And today's learning, literally a tip and trick to move you from this concept of just surviving a day to thriving, literally thriving through the day. And the concept today is to be here now. Be here right now. And this flashes me back to a kind of learning lesson in my world back in the day. I remember a colleague, we were talking about time that we spend during our days doing patient care and things like that. And a colleague says, I gotta find a way to spend more time with the family. And one of my challenging questions back to him is essentially, is that really true? Or could you find a way that the time that you do spend with your family is more concentrated, more focused, and essentially being more present? And so we kicked off this conversation. It was a great conversation on aspects of time does not equate essentially to with in relationships or any aspect. Time doesn't really have the value unless the presence is there. And to this day, I've always ran with the concept of just being present. I wear a bracelet. It's nothing fancy. It's just something that I had made, and it says awaken and remember. And it's part of my concept of each day awakening and being present. Of course, remember who I am, what I'm doing, and remember my family, remember my engagements, remember my priorities, my commitments, and things along those lines. But also to awaken, not to fall asleep, not to go back into a trance, not to fall asleep in this world of chaos. And so the concept was that we could actually engage shorter amounts of time, but have a greater impact. And I have you consider today that oftentimes we live in everything but the present. I want to bring something up for you. The Dali Lama was once quoted as saying there are only 2 days in a year. Just 2 days. 2 days of the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday and the other is called tomorrow. Today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly live. See, there's this concept of be, do, and have. But we've manipulated it. Society usually runs off of do, have, and be. Think about this for a second. So in order to be happy, I'm going to let that sit. In order to be happy, you fill in the blanks. In order to be happy, maybe even write it down. In order to be happy, I need money. I need love. I need relationships. I need, whatever it may be. In order for me to be happy, what do I need? So we're going to spin this around for a second. There's a concept that most people live their lives trying to obtain something so that they can be happy. Once I get to this level, once I hit this mark, once I get this education, once I have this car, once I have this status, once I have this house, I will then be happy. And see, we miss the mark on that because the only way that you can get happiness is to be happy now, to live in the present and be happy now. Stop chasing tomorrow. Stop worrying about the past, what might have happened yesterday, and start living for today. And so instead of the do, meaning I got to go to work, I got to get to work, I got to hustle so that I can have that house, so I can have that new car, so I can be happy. Why don't we look at the concept of being happy, doing what you love, and the have just follows. So the be, do, have. And essentially, this is what the Dalai Lama is talking about. There's only 2 days in the year that nothing absolutely can be done. That's yesterday and that's tomorrow. Okay, he was also famously quoted, you guys have heard this, when he was asked what surprised him most about humanity, he answered, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. Then he's so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. So if you think about this concept, if you are in a mode right now of constantly living for tomorrow, meaning I will, once I get to this point, be happy. I will have arrived. Have you considered today? You're missing it. You're missing the moments. You're missing the moments. Talked to somebody last night, literally at an event, and one of his concept was just shaking his head. Is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's like January, like middle of January. And here he goes on the concept that, like, when I was younger, I mean, it seemed like January took forever to show up. But now it's just like the time just goes and goes and goes, and just I'm missing out on things or constantly being behind because I got to catch up. And when we're in this mode all the time, what's happening is we're missing the now. We're missing the moments that make up life. Most people, as they start to slow down in life, talk about the moments. They don't talk about like, oh, tomorrow we're going to do something like this. They look back and reflect about the moments that they had. And we've all heard that life is just made up of these moments. And I will tell you some of the success, and a big part of the success, and a big part of it is my leadership in our office, is that when we open the doors, we're present. We are present with people. No matter the time that I get to spend with a patient, the focus is there. It's literally intense amounts of focus. And we structure our office to be that way in the aspects that literally so proud of my team. We open the doors, people start coming in. And once we pull the trigger, hey, it's go time, let's teach and adjust. Everybody's there. Everybody is there and focused. No cell phones, no messages, no distractions. We're here right now. Be here now. And that's one of the things that I've taught our staff, because when we're dealing with patient care, where else could we actually be? Where else could you actually be in anything? So I'll have you consider today, where do you need to be present or more present and exist for the day, not worrying about what has to happen tomorrow or what happened yesterday? Is it with your body? You know the pattern, you're hearing this. Is it with your body that you need to be more present during your workout? More intense, more focused, work on that mindset to be able to get through a more intense workout, to be present, to not have those distractions, to turn your phone on silent or vibrate. I've been there. Heck, we do a lot on Facebook, and I'm getting alerts all the time. Hey, you got this, you got this, you got this. And I'm working out, and it's like bing, 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 bing. Total distraction. Shut it off. Be here now. If you're exercising, that's what you do. I'm here exercising and being present. If I'm on a date night, I'm not distracted. Turn it off. Get rid of it. If I'm with my kids, be here now. I'm here and I'm present with my kids. I'm going to be as focused. What do you need? Part of this also goes into the concept of you getting stuff done, doing the work. Every day I get as much done as I can to be able to lay it on the line, lay everything out. Just like an athlete coming off a field, I've done everything I could. I literally laid it all out. I got nothing left. And because I do that because I need to be able to be present. So when I leave my office and I leave a situation, I leave a conversation, I've left it all there. I do not want to carry anything on. Because in my next conversation with my wife, with my kids, I need to be present. I can't be in the past of what just happened, thinking that I could have done something better. Thinking that I could have actually changed that situation. Or looking ahead saying, I got to get here. I got to be here at this time to do this. I'm here now. I am present now. Where in your world? Is it in your body? Is it in your connections? Your spiritual connections that were just, they're soft. You're not even present. All right. I have this written on my board. I'll show you my board one of these days. All right. We're going live on YouTube, by the way. This podcast will be seen on YouTube. You get to see me in the morning. All right. But I have in my spiritual aspects to be still. Just to be still. And it's part of being present. Being still. And they often say that music is only music because of the pause between the notes. I want to hear those pauses between the notes to be still, to be present in my spirituality. Where are you at with your spirituality? Are you not connected? I don't care your religion. I don't care what your connection is. Are you connecting? Is it in a relationship that you need to be here now? Watch that sale. Watch that sale. If you haven't been present in a relationship, when you start to re-engage, people are going to be like, whoa, what's going on here today? There's an element like he heard me for the first time. He heard me. This is crazy. And he responded. My goodness, what is going on? Relationships, kids start to actually see that quickly. They can tell when you're distracted. They'll just go away. They'll just go away. And the days and the years pass on and they go away. And when they need to connect with somebody, it's probably not likely going to be you because you haven't been present. Be here now. Go back and be present in those relationships. Is it your relationships? Lastly, is it in your workplace, your business? That you actually need to re-engage and be present. Just going through the days, punching the ticket. Old days, punching the ticket. I don't think we have time clocks anymore. They're virtual time clocks. But are you punching your ticket on a day? Just getting through the day. I just wish that today would go a little faster. I wish I could get out of this day. This day is killing me. I'm just gotta put the hours in because that's how I make money. Versus being here now, adding so much value to your workplace, so much value to your business, that nothing more happens than a huge exchange. That you get a raise, you get more money because of the value that you put in. That's all I got for you today. But as we roll out of this, consider today, where you not being present, where you living in yesterday or living for tomorrow, trying to get to happiness, where you can create that happiness today by being present today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.